Here's a quick lesson on the present perfect tense, a topic that is quite challenging for a lot of non-native English speakers. But I always encourage my students that when you jump this threshold of learning how to speak in the present perfect tense, then that takes you to another level. All right, the present perfect tense basically is it relates to an event that happened in the past that still has a relationship with the present. For example, I have lost my keys. I have lost my keys. I lost it sometime in the past, but there's a relationship now. I still haven't found it. I have lost my keys. The second example is she has watched the movie 3 times this week. She has watched the movie once, twice, thrice, 3 times this week. It still relates to the present, right? Okay, we're still in the week, and she has watched the movie 3 times this week. Okay, so let's look at the form. The form says subject, has or have, plus past participle form of the verb, plus the rest of the sentence. It's subject pronoun, he, she, it, I, you, we, they, subject pronouns. Auxiliary verbs, has or have. Then the past participle form of the verb, not the past tense form or the simple past form, but the past participle form of the verb, plus the rest of the sentence. Let's go back to our example. I, subject pronoun, have, in this case, the auxiliary verb, have. I have. You don't say I has. It's I have. You only use has for he, she, it. Okay? He, she, it, verb plus s. Always remember that. So in this case, he, she, it has, H-A-S. In our example here, I have lost my keys. We have lost our keys. They have lost their keys. Okay, you have lost your keys. So I, you, we, they have. I have lost my keys. Subject pronoun, auxiliary verb, have, because it supports the main verb in the sentence. Lost, which is the past participle form of lose. Okay, and the rest of the sentence, my keys. Again, form, subject, pronoun, has or have, auxiliary verbs that support the main verb, and then you have to know the past participle form of the verb. Lose, past tense lost, past participle lost. Break, past tense broke, past participle broken. It's important when speaking in the present perfect tense that you know the past participle form of the verb. Very important. Ed verbs are easy. Walked, talked, smiled. Easy, right? Present, walk, past tense, walked. Past participle, walked. Present, talk, past tense, talked. Past participle, talked. So the ed verbs are the same. Simple past ed, past participle ed, the same. The challenge is the irregular verbs, like lose, past tense, lost. The past participle is also lost. I mentioned break, past tense, broke. Past participle would be broken. Same for speak, past tense, spoke. Past participle, spoken. So the challenge is to know what the irregular verbs are in the past participle form. That is the challenge. Okay, let's look at, let's write a quick example where I, you, we, they. Subject pronoun, either I, you, we, or they. We have seen this movie before. Let's write that. We, as an example, we have. Subject pronoun, auxiliary verb. We have seen. Now, seen is coming from the verb see. See, verb see. We have seen this movie. Let's say we've seen this movie before. Subject pronoun, have, seen, past participle form of see. Not saw, but seen. Rest of the sentence, this movie before. Good. He, she, it. In this case, our auxiliary verb will be, let's say, subject pronoun he. Our auxiliary verb would be has. He has. And we're going to use a regular verb in this case. Let's say travel. Regular ed verbs, travel, L-E-D. He has traveled to Milan. Milan, Italy. He has, not he have, he has traveled, ed verb, easy. Past tense traveled, past participle also traveled. So he has traveled to Milan. And this is how you speak in the present perfect. These are typical examples of expressions using the present perfect tense. And again, let me reiterate the point. It is important to study the past participle form of the irregular verbs. That is the challenge. Ed verbs are easy. You add ed in the past, simple past, and you add ed for the past participle form in the present perfect. But when it comes to the irregular verbs that change, then you have to study those verbs, know the meanings, know how to spell them, and that will help you to master using the present perfect tense.